stalkers with the new Origins He-Man. Now this Origins He-Man is really Origins He-Man. I just swapped the head on him, but other than that, he's a true Origins. Nothing weirder or customized on him. So I have not tried this yet. This will be the first time that I try it as well. Let me go and do a sound check and make sure it's working. Oh, we got an ad first. Sound check. Sound check. There we go. All right, so welcome. And also do this as well, since this kind of came with the same time frame. So there we go. And it's fun too, is I actually have some other cool toys in here that I'll have to try sometime as well. With like I got the cliff climber, and I got the tower tools. They are kind of a mess though. There's the tower tools, and I got the scuba attack. So sometime I may have to try those out with the Origins figures too and see how they work. But for right now, oh, and I got the cool gun too. I'll have to try that out sometime, the Mega Blaster. So, hey Raffer, doing good? Hey, what's up from New York City? Hey, New York City, thanks for being here, man. Hey, the Sledge Master has joined us. All right, so let's go ahead and try this out. So first off is I have two of these, but if you notice, I only have one weapon on each side, and technically you would get both of these on one stilt stalker. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move this over for now. And maybe someday I can go buy some more pieces for this, but for right now, here we go. Now I have a complete stilt stalker the way it's supposed to be. And I've often wondered why He-Man would use this. You know, I mean, it's kind of a cool little device. I imagine you can walk through the swamp or acid things, or maybe to fight a giant. You know, it's always kind of remind me of the Aliens, you know, giant frame thing. And the idea is he can wear the stilt stalkers on his back so that he can cart them around and then put them on when he wants to use them. So these, of course, just slide off, and the armor then goes onto He-Man, and then he has, oops, oh. I've had that for 30 years and I just lost it that quick. But luckily, I have another one here, so we'll just go ahead and try this one instead. And I'll find that later. So this one right here does have some slight damage though. It has been pushed in too hard by some kid. So let's go ahead and first take off He-Man's armor. So we can try on the stilt stalker armor. He-Man. There we go. And this goes on the front. And it doesn't seem to quite mesh the same way as the old armor I did on the old figures, but let's see if it fits. And it does fit. Ta-da! So far he can wear the armor. So that's a good sign. So the next step is to see if his feet fit in here and his hands. So these stilt stalkers, when you actually get them, is this part extends. Whoop! Oh, a little too far. And the idea is his foot goes in here and his hand goes around here. Now the original He-Man had an open hand on one side, so you just have to deal with that. And let's try his boot and see if that fits in there. And his boot does fit in there really nicely, and the Classics does not, because I've tried the Classics many times trying to get this to work. And his hand seems to fit on that side as well. So far so good. We got one side. Now let's get the other side. Sorry, I can't see your comments coming in right now. And let's stick the boot in there. And then stick his open hand in there. And there we go. Stalker He-Man. So yes, He-Man can wear the stilt stalkers, and it does look awesome. So now he can fight the giant. And there you go. So I'll post this on your question. While we're at it, let's try the jet piece. The backpack's the same, so I'm not going to try the backpack on it. There's just some slight differences in the attaching points on this piece. Actually, this is the one that goes with the jet stream. That's funny. And so for this one to work, his feet have to fit into the holes. As his boots rotate, it fits in actually better than the original figures did. And then his hands have to fit onto these. Stand, He-Man, stand. And actually, he actually works better than the 80s He-Man on there. That is cool, cool, cool. And again, this converts into a jetpack. For those that didn't know, you just slide that on there, and now you can fly with a jetpack if you doesn't want to actually stand on it. And so that actually works pretty good. All right, let's take a look at your questions. You should be doing videos of Skeletor. He-Man is just a bumbling fool. That's funny. So it's funny you should say the original walkers are expensive on the card from the 80s. I just checked eBay a few minutes ago, and believe it or not, they got one on the card for 50 bucks. I know it's a little spendy, but considering it's a 30-year-old toy, that's not too bad at all. And I actually do have a link in my description for this exact set stuff right here I'm looking at. And they got some pretty inexpensive ones. See, here's the one for 50 right here, one for 59 right here. I almost just bought this a few minutes ago so I could have the parts. And there are some guys that do charge a lot, like this guy, 10 bucks for one little chunk piece. But this one, you know, almost a complete set, $55 or best offer. I mean, that's not too bad. So you guys could get some stilt stalker love if you want for not too much. Here's a set that looks like it's fully complete for 40 bucks from Canada. Cool, cool. All right, so I will stop showing my computer screen. Links in the description if you guys want to see that same search I just did. And it doesn't have the jet sled, but it does have the stilt stalkers, so that's cool. Now I got a whole new fun thing to do with these guys. So, upcoming video, I will do a video on how the tower tools fit on him, and the scuba, and the, well, this is not the tower tools, this is the cliff climber, but you guys get the idea. I'll put all the different things on there, the Italian toys. And we'll see how those fit on there as well. Oh, some of these were so cool. Anyway, another video, another time. This is a short one. Thanks for watching, you guys. Let's see if you have any other questions. Battle armor skill uses the stilt stalker. Nice. Hey, Dean, thanks for joining us. So a video on how to remove the whole arm from the shoulder down on a classics figure. If you go to he-man.us, he-man.us, and look at my this King Hiss video, I do have a video on doing that. You have to crack the torso apart to do it on a classics figure. I don't have a classics figure sitting right here. I'd show you. I wouldn't actually show you how to crack it open. But after you crack the torso open, you can pull out the piece, which it's shaped a little different than this, and then it will actually comes out. Another way to do it on a classics figure is this piece goes up higher, this opening. To take an X-Acto knife and cut it on both sides of this, then you can pry it open with some heat and then leave the pin and the ring on the figure. Both those do work. The second one, though, is a little harder to put back together because it requires some really careful gluing, almost surgically gluing it back together. All right, hopefully it answers your question about the classics. They're not easy to pull the arms off. It takes a lot of effort. I don't have a video on it, but believe it or not, I do have it on my He-Man. Here, I'll just show you guys on my computer since you're asking the questions. If you go to he-man.us, he-man.us, you will go to my original page I made a long time ago, and I have a section called Figure Fix It. And in Figure Fix It, you can see my lame drawings there. I have an arm socket fix, and it does talk about how to fix Scareglow's arm. It's a kind of a lame fix, but it does work. Using another figure to create a mold, and then using hot glue to create the pin to go inside the arm to make it work. So there are some fixes on there. And while we're there, I will show you the one for the shoulder fix for King Hiss, which the problem with King Hiss was the arms were swapped. And so to fix it, you had to literally crack the torso open, and you could see how the barrels are in there. And then the barrels are two different sizes, so you have to actually literally sand it in order to fit in the correctly. But that's how you remove the whole entire arm, is you have to actually crack the torso open if you wanted to get the shoulder pin out of there. Or very carefully cut this section here and pry it open, which does not work very well. So cutting this open here, there's a rubber piece that connects the two when they mold it. All right, so for cool figure fixes, and also if you go to he-bro.com, you will find a lot of stuff there, and there's even a section here for my Figure Fix It right here. You can just click on it, and it takes you right to my old site for Figure Fix It. That's probably faster. he-bro.com, click this right here. It shows some tools with some figures behind there. Takes you right to my old Figure Fix It section, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff on how to fix some figures, and some really cool customs too. Oh man, photo bucket. Urgh. Why did I ever store pictures on that? Anyway, I'll have to find that picture and fix it. All right, you guys. It's funny. It's my first Blue Hordak custom. I remember thinking it was so cool at the time. At the time, we didn't have Blue Hordak available to us. All right. Well, let's see if we have any other questions. Yes, it will be fun for He-Man to ride the walker thing. It is really, really cool. Oh no, I'm afraid to ask. What do you call a camel with 3 humps? Pregnant. Oh, that's good, man. I was afraid for a minute there. Yes, I like the He-Man staying on the flying jet. It is a really cool thing. Kind of reminds me, like you said, of Flash Gordon almost. Remember the Flash Gordon movie? And he's on that cool jet thing with the Hawkman, and he's flying in. They're saying, Flash! It's almost the same type of vehicle that he was standing on, flying in to get rid of Ming the Merciless. Yep. It is a pretty cool, fun vehicle. All right, you guys. That's all I got. I don't know. I can't do it, man. All right. What is that thing about a tree stump? Waiting for it to come in on my other thing. Oh, yes. He has to put his arm on the tree stump with Timothy Dalton. That is kind of creepy and freaky. Oh, a little shaker thing. As it comes up there, and yeah. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, Flash Gordon was an awesome movie. All right, you guys. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Bye now.